You know what? I feel obliged to do these videos in a way, but I'm really not in the mood. It feels really sad. I'm so into it. I figure things out. But you know what? Just showing you over the screen what I see and explaining it to you, I can sit here an hour if you're interested. You know, but just over the screen like this, when I don't have much to say and it's all calculations, it's very hard to do. I wouldn't even know where to start. Stripes and solids, all the colors, okay? Our connection to the matrix has to do with all the colors of electronics. Basically, the pre-wiring we used to do, the suits and the cards. The suit, the king, he's got blue, he's got black, he's got yellow. They don't have gray. And horse racing, here on this earth, they do have gray. So they're showing the difference. In pool, they don't have gray. The 8-ball is black. It's telling you the exact difference. Now, obviously, I'm going to jump onto the cue ball. The cue ball is white. You know that every ball has a spot of white on it? Okay, so that matrix is that cue ball, and it can touch any other ball. And the table it goes on is usually a red table for the red spirit, or a green table for the felt. The felt, the skins inside our universe, or green felt that the balls roll on. Okay, that's the green matrix. What do you think, I'd make this up? Have you ever heard of the color green? Well, therefore, fine. Matrix I didn't make up. There are many, many movies and many things online about the matrix. It's just how different we see all things between us. How much different we see these things. Blooper. Bubbles. Oh my God, what is it about bubbles? I mean, every time I see something foam, it's usually, you see white and bubbles. Part of the matrix. Okay? Something that happens here in our world. Okay? The difference of the worlds and the difference of the matrix will be the difference of the temperatures they can handle up there. Okay? I mean, the matrix can come in at minus 100, 150. It's a piece of machinery. Except it moves just a little bit different. PLUTO. Bubbles. Yes. I was thinking like this. Okay, I'm not a woman, so don't jump at me. Now, what if the child is going to be, the child is in the womb, and the child's going to be a girl? So right away, the girl already started off with the shell from the egg from the mother. Although it transformed with the whale, the sperm whale, okay, she still had the shell. So if she becomes, if the girl is the one who comes out, okay, when you give birth to another girl, her hair is nicer and always longer, more beautiful than a boy's. And one of the reasons I think is because the bubbles on a girl are bigger. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, I'm only telling you a little bit off what I read, but our molecules or whatever bubbles are this big and theirs are this big. Weighs the same thing, but just 3 times the size. Not their fault. That's what it is. That's what they give up in order to have children all their life, and then suffer for a few years, because that's all I hear. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Are they complainers? You know what? Whether I like it or not, tough luck for me, I'm not allowed to say. Okay? It wouldn't be fair to anybody. It's got to be fair in certain ways. We just have to swallow it up. Then I was thinking about the rabbit, the tortoise, the tiger, the lion, the monkey. Okay? It's just very funny that when we get to the word rabbit, 6 letters. Man is 3 letters. It's God's creation. Animal is 6. He's of the earth. Did I write that down? Did I just make that up? Can I find a pen? Can we go to commercial break? Commercial break! Oh my God. I have to write. What was I going to write? I don't remember. Oh, and now the vision is going away. What would we do? What would we do without PLUTO? What do you think PLUTO is? Okay? You ever look at the Rubik's Cube? Okay? You don't see the center space in that Rubik's Cube, and that's where I believe the sun is, inside the Rubik's Cube. Okay? If that's so, then you can't get rid of PLUTO. Don't forget PLUTO. What color was he? Orange? The 7-horse orange? the 5. Spirit connect and pull. Orange. Follow me? Pluto, the dog. Orange. The electronic world we live in. Orange. When you scream, who lifts their ears up? The cats and the dogs. Pluto's ears are blue. What color is the world? Is the sea? Blue. What color are my eyes? Blue. Look how good she looks. She's got blue eyes. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's okay. Oh, look at her. She's got blue eyes. Like, you know, that's what I hear all the time. Oh, look at your eyes. Man, your eyeballs. Oh. And I don't want to get rude here. We got balls. Vision. What I see, what you see, what I hear, what you hear. I don't hear what you're saying right now because you haven't watched this. You can't tell me what you said. Anyways, okay, enough joking around. Okay, now we're going to get to the one thing we left out of the pool was chalk. In pool, the 1 ball is yellow and the 9 ball is yellow, but the 9 ball has stripes. Okay, which means regardless, when the game is over, it'll either be yellow Earth that wins the game over man, or it'll be man who wins it over Earth. But man dies, so Earth wins. Okay? Therefore, there's 9 solid balls and 7 striped balls, and there's 1 ball. Okay? At the end of the game, there's 2 balls left. It's usually going to be the black one and the white one. No matter whatever ball goes in, game over. Game over. But which action counts? He hit the black ball in first, but the white ball went in second. No good. The white ball goes in first, the black ball goes in second. No good. When you hit the black ball in, the game is over. Who wins is whether or not your white ball went in with it or not. Okay? So at the end, both those balls stick out. But when the game is over and you don't have 50 cents left, you can always stick your hand in the hole and pull out the white ball. The same ball George took out of the whale. Did you see how George took that golf ball out of the whale that Kramer hit? But it's the same thing. Yeah, bubbles. Oh my God, the Matrix and strings. I listened to this video with Jules and somebody else, and they sing about strings and cats. Oh, they like to scream and things that hang. And I'm thinking, the Matrix, everything hangs in the Matrix. That's how it's connected. Maybe they're just because they know and understand the way the system works. Maybe they go through the system. You know, it's just funny the way dogs, I mean, again, at the fire hydrant. Anyways, we can go back to horses. We can talk about the red spirit. Oh, yeah, we can talk about this for 2 seconds. Pluto. It could be holding the outside netting, okay, of spirits, continuously going around and repairing just spirit. So it could be a repair planet, but it's the 9th planet. 9 is birth. 9 and 9 is birth for the heavens. So it could be just a transfer formality planet that would send everything on hold before it reached over to Jupiter, before Jupiter redistributed the rest of the remains of what's left of man. In the Spanish train, okay, anyways, yes, so Pluto would be part of spirit. The sun is the core. You can't remove the core. We need actually 10 to work this whole thing out, and we don't. We only end up with 9, so it doesn't work. Yeah, every time I turn my head to the screen, I keep thinking of something else. Yeah, so Pluto, okay, is the birth planet, and we could be going in and out of there. Why would we go so far? Is that why it's so far away? Is that why God waves goodbye on the King of Diamonds because we're not going to see him until the end. Maybe because he's a type of, maybe that's the Jack of Spades who hangs out there all the way to the end of man, and all he keeps doing is digging up man and digging up man. His 9 birth, his 6 birth, and 9 death. I'm not going to put it together right now, but I got. We were talking about the strings before, and I taste metal strings inside my mouth right now. It's terrible. It goes along with the sickness that I have acquired in order to help MrTacpans's. I had to change my whole mind around in order to work his ways, because my ways were no good. They were too slow. I'm partly satisfied. Hope he keeps his end of the bargain, but I'll only know after I pass. He told me he's going to see my ass when I pass. I said, okay, see my ass when I pass, I'd like to see you. And you know what happened? She said, for sure. So I already got a date, I'm not even dead yet. Oh my God. Okay, it's funny how on YouTube, it mentions when you want to go do a search on who has been watching your YouTubes, it says Canada. It says all, Canada, USA, and it goes down the line. In all actuality, if you really look at it, it's North America, South America, Asia, Middle East, forget Middle, just East, Europe, Africa, all A, E, and E, and A. That's it. Arts and entertainment all over the world. But you know what? There's something funny that Africa doesn't come out on the bottom. Africa's the 4th one. And the last word it says after Europe is Mesa, M-E-S-A, something to do in Spanish. So the order of that is actually a code. When you do a search on YouTube and it says 32 people watch, 24 people watch, that's a code. Why didn't it go 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, 10, 15, 20? The exact numbers that they needed, I can create a game exactly because of what following their rules. Start with their rules and create the game this way. So therefore, I can sort of do the Jeopardy thing, but with a whole big scenario to go with it. Alpha, Omega, oh my God, they sort of go together. It's like inseparable. It's hard to explain. There's so many ways to look at it, because as the blood goes inside of you and out of you, it's Alpha, Omega all the time. You know what I'm saying? And the sign of Alpha, Omega, I wanted to show you what it looked like. Part of it. I think I got it here. It's not a good drawing. Looks like a turtle. In all actuality, those little bubbles are what it would look like if PLUTO, okay, held on to spirit, and the spirit always had to go around him, so to keep the spirit on himself too. And if you notice that Neptune, at one part of the year, is outside the path of Pluto. So something must happen at that time. The scientists must have seen something by now. It happens how often? It happens quite often. No? Or does it happen? How often does Pluto and Neptune cross paths? Question. Who are actually the Africans in with? Because something's fishy out there. There's too many players out there now. Because what I see them in with now is that before them are the Americans, and they do have Scion in their country. So you know what? Regardless, African, important. Middle East, important. Europe, maybe. Norway, cool. Sweden, cool. Oh, Portugal, yeah, okay. Poland for sure. Pakistan for sure. The outskirts of the Middle East, you know, they got to pay attention. You know, there's a lot of shit that has to go on to be fixed up. We're just a lot of people here. We don't know how to organize. Can you figure that out? They're making billions of dollars. They can't get organized. And we're paying for it. Have a good night. I am the only reporter of MrTacpans's 72586. Have a nice night.